What's going on, yo? 5 Sports Talk, back at it with another video talking some NFL. I know I'm a little late on this, but you know what they say, better late than never. Here to give you guys my NFL predictions for week 2. And like I said, it is Friday, and so I've already missed the Thursday night game. But I promised you guys, I was still debating on if I should do my weekly picks just because I know that some of you guys want me to, some of you guys don't really care for it. So it's all about what you guys want, right? So again, I'm going to give you guys my picks for this week, and then moving forward, I will try to get the videos out Tuesday or Wednesday of that week and give you guys my picks as well. But let me know if you guys want me to give my picks, or if you feel like, you know, these videos are too long and so you'd guys like for me to talk about other stuff, NFL big stories, big picture stories that I usually do on this channel. But with that being said, let's get into it. I have a bunch of things planned for you guys coming up with the NFL season, so stay tuned for that. Please make sure to subscribe. You guys do not want to miss this. I promise you guys will like it. But with that being said, here to give you guys my NFL predictions. It's going to be kind of an acapella version. I'm going to just give you guys 1 or 2 lines about every game, just because I don't want to go into too much detail. Like I said, I don't want this video going on forever, but basically give you guys my gist for it, my reasoning, and if it's a gut call or if it's more than that. Okay, so like I said, with that being said, let's get started. Now, one thing to keep in mind, I am not just picking the winners and losers of every game, but I'm also picking against the spread. If you guys don't know what that means, I'll explain. With the spread is the point total that they're expecting one or the other team to win by. Usually it could be, let's say if it's the Bears and Packers and the spread is -7 Green Bay, and that means that the Vegas Sharks expect the Packers to win by 7 points. So if it's like a 27-20 score, that means the Packers got the spread and they were able to cover. Like I said, if it turned out to be like 27-24, that means the Bears busted up the spread and you took the Bears in the points, basically, even though the Packers won. So you don't always have to win to get the spread, okay? But with that being said, I just like picking with the spread because I said it's more challenging, because anybody can pick a winner straight up. Like, it's 50-50, guys, okay? And if you guys, you know, have a little wagering on the games, maybe it could help taking these picks. But with that being said, let's get started with the first game, the Panthers and the Buffalo Bills, okay? Make no mistake about it, the Buffalo Bills week 1 was a fluke. They beat up on the damn Jets, which everybody and their moms is going to do in the NFL this season. The Jets are atrocious, okay? Carolina Panthers, I know they played the 49ers week 1, but again, this is a cupcake matchup. The Bills have nobody outside of LaShawn McCoy. Yeah, I know Charles Clay is nice. Tyrod Taylor looked decent in week 1. Zay Jones, he's a nice rookie receiver, but again, it was the Jets, okay? I expect the Carolina Panthers, with the spread being -7, in favor of the Panthers to easily cover. I have the Panthers winning 27-17. Moving forward, Tampa Bay Buccaneers against the Chicago Bears. The Bucs are at home in this one. This is their first game after having a bye week in week 1 because of Hurricane Irma. So they are going to finally be able to play this season. The spread on this one, Vegas says -7 Tampa Bay. I think they are disrespecting the Bears a little bit here. The Bears almost beat the damn Falcons if it was not for a Jordan Howard missed catch or a drop, basically. And the Bears defense, their front 7 especially, is no joke. They are very underrated in terms of especially their defense. Now, I have my reservations about Mike Glennon, but that's another story for another day. So I like the Bears and the points in this one, okay? The Tampa Bay Buccaneers win straight up, but take the Bears and the points. I think they're able to cover 27-24 Tampa Bay. Moving forward, Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. Now, this is my upset of the week, and I could be totally wrong here, but I'm going on a limb, folks. The Ravens are at home, and the spread is -8 Baltimore. Are you kidding me? I know it's the Cleveland Browns, but this isn't the Cleveland Browns of 2-3 years ago. This is a team that's accumulated a lot of good young talent, folks. Deshaun Kaiser is a good up-and-coming quarterback. Corey Coleman is a up-and-coming underrated receiver. They've got Kenny Britt. They've got a couple of tight ends there. Isaiah Crowell is a decent running back. And that defense, hopefully Myles Garrett plays, that defense is very underrated as well. Just a perfect spot. I like the Browns here. I know they're on the road, and the Ravens defense is stout as well, but we just saw what the Bengals did against the Houston Texans, Andy Dalton and that offense, there's something wrong with them, okay? There's just something wrong with that team. So what the Ravens did in week 1 doesn't look that impressive, knowing Andy Dalton faltered against the Texans as well. So I'm taking the upset here. I'm picking the Cleveland Browns. Yes, I know I'm going on a limb here, but if I didn't pick the Browns, I would have definitely picked them to cover for sure. But you know what? I just said, you know what? F it. I'm taking the Cleveland Browns to win this game. I don't trust Joe Flacco and that pathetic offense. I think the Browns can pull off the upset here. It's not a high-scoring game, but I think they do it 21-14. Cleveland Browns. Let's see what happens. Moving forward, Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is a -1.5 in favor of Tennessee. So Vegas thinks it's going to be a very close game. And for the most part, I agree. This Jaguars defense is legit. They are going to get pressure on Marcus Mariota, but his offense is no joke as well. They've got a lot of weapons. I am expecting a pretty good game from Delanie Walker. They've got Corey Davis, Eric Decker, Rashard Matthews, guys like that. Their defense is suspect, but like I said, you got Blake Bortles on that side, so how much damage is he going to do to that defense? Not so much. They're just going to feed Leonard Fournette. I'm taking the Titans, though. I think they get back on track at home, 27-21. So take the Titans and the points in this one. Moving forward, the Arizona Cardinals and the Indianapolis Colts. I thought the spread was going to be bigger in this one, but it's -7 Arizona. Now, they lost David Johnson, and Kervin Williams is expected to start. I'm not a big fan of that. That's a huge drop-off, okay? And Carson Palmer looks just about washed at this point, okay? He looks absolutely done. Hopefully, he's able to produce because he's got a good play in DFS this week because the matchup is amazing. The Colts are starting Jacoby Brissett, so it's an upgrade over Scott Tolzien, but is that really a compliment that you're an upgrade over Scott Tolzien? So I'm not sure how much that helps the Colts skill players, but I think they're going to be a little bit more competitive just because Jacoby Brissett's a dual threat quarterback as well, so he should be able to be much more of a threat than Scott Tolzien, but I expect the Cardinals to do it. They still have more talent than the Indianapolis Colts. Now, John Brown is ruled out for this game, so no John Brown and no David Johnson, which means a lot of Larry Fitzgerald. You're throwing some J.J. Nelson, some Jerron Brown in there. I think the Cardinals can get this done, and I think they can cover that spread of 7. I'm picking the Arizona Cardinals to win this game 28-10, but for some reason, I'm not hedging my bet here. I'm feeling the Colts might keep it closer than that, but I'm picking 28-10 because that's just what I think. Moving forward, the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles, -5.5 in favor of the Chiefs, who shocked the NFL world and absolutely tore up the New England Patriots in Week 1. I loved seeing that, so thank you, Alex Smith and Andy Reid, for that performance, and Kareem Hunt and Tyreek Hill as well. Got to give the props to the entire Chiefs team. And over here, tough matchup against the Philadelphia Eagles, who had a good win in Week 1 against the Redskins, but I think the Chiefs are the more talented team, and I think they're the more experienced team. Like I said, 5.5 is a bit too much, though. I think this is going to be more competitive. I'm taking Philadelphia in the points, but the Chiefs win straight up 24-21. Moving forward with the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Minnesota Vikings. Now, the Vikings looked like the damn Packers in Week 1 with that offense, okay? Stephon Diggs and Adam Thielen lit up the Saints, okay? But against the Steelers, can they do that as well? The Steelers defense is much improved. I like this Steelers defense. They're underrated. They have TJ Watt now, who's going to be probably a candidate for Defensive Rookie of the Year. And offensively, Pittsburgh, you already know, with the triple Bs. And no, I'm not talking about the big baller brand. I'm talking about Antonio Brown, Big Ben, and Le'Veon Bell, who had an underwhelming performance in Le'Veon Bell, but I think he does bounce back a little bit. Definitely better than the performance he had last week. But the spread is -6 to the Steelers. You would think I would take the Vikings, but I think at home, where the Steelers are good, I think they cover the spread 27-20. Take the Steelers. Next up, Pats and the New Orleans Saints, one of the games that everybody's going to be looking forward to this week. Does angry Tom Brady show up? Let's hope so, okay? Because that would be fun, right, guys? We want a shootout here. But here's the thing. This always freaking happens, and I hope I'm wrong. I really do. But one of these games, every week we say it's a shootout, and it doesn't happen. It doesn't turn into a shootout. And the games that we don't expect to be a shootout do turn into shootouts. Last week with Tennessee Oakland, That wasn't a shootout, and everybody thought that was going to be the case. Marcus Mariota had no damn touchdowns. He ran in for one, okay? No passing touchdowns. So for this one, I'm not saying it won't be a good competitive game in terms of scoring. It's not going to be a 10-3 game, but I don't think it's going to be a huge shootout like everybody's expecting. I think the Pats cover just because Bill Belichick has had 10 days to prepare for the Saints, and the Saints are on a short week. So if Bill Belichick and Tom Brady don't win this game, there's something wrong with the Patriots. I'm willing to sort of go there, but I'm expecting them to cover here. I think they win 31-24. Moving forward with the Oakland Raiders and the New York Football Jets. Can I just end this by saying the Raiders are going to cover it? The spread is freaking 13, and I never take 13. I'd always take the points. If the Jets can somehow muster that up, somebody's going to be rich in Vegas. But god damn, the Jets are bad. Are you kidding me? I know they acquired Jermaine Kearse, and I know they still have Matt Forte and Bilal Powell, but Josh McCown, are you kidding me? This is going to be an onslaught. I fully expect the Raiders to absolutely pummel the Jets, and I'm taking them to cover that 13-point spread, 35-14. New York Football Jets get clobbered by the Oakland Raiders. Chargers at Dolphins. The debut of Jay Cutler with the Miami Dolphins. I know everybody's looking forward to that. The spread is -3.5 in favor of the Chargers, who are at home, and I expect them to wreak havoc on the Miami Dolphins after that heartbreaking loss to the Denver Broncos in Week 1. I'm taking the Chargers. I just think they have a better defense. I think they have a better offense than the Dolphins, and I just think they're a better overall team, better quarterback, better receivers, better everything. Take the Chargers in this one. They cover that 3.5-point spread, 31-17. Los Angeles. I almost said San Diego. I almost said it, but Los Angeles. Moving forward, the Cowboys and the Broncos, okay, in Mile High. So Denver is at home in this one. It's going to be a very tough game for the Cowboys. I was fighting with myself. It could go either way. But like I said, the difference with the Cowboys and the Chargers last week is the Cowboys have a great O-line and they have a great running game. Well, not to mention Melvin Gordon is a good running back too for the Chargers. But I just feel like their offense is still going to be too high-powered for the Broncos to completely stop. They're not very good against the run, and you got Ezekiel Elliott, one of the top 3 backs in the NFL. I think the Cowboys can win this game. The spread is 2.5, but I'm taking the Cowboys to cover the spread 24-17. Broncos are limited offensively with Trevor Siemian. And C.J. Anderson looked decent in Week 1, but can he keep it up? I'm not sure. They're going to have to put up points to keep up with Dallas in this one. I'm not sure they will. Moving forward to the Washington Redskins and the L.A. Rams. Now, everybody loves the Rams after Week 1, but keep in mind, folks, again, it was against the Indianapolis Colts, okay? So slow your roll here. The Redskins are still talented. They do have Jordan Reed. Kirk Cousins has thrown for 5,000 yards plus. Jamison Crowder will bounce back. He had a hip injury last week. I'm not sure about the running game here, but I do like Chris Thompson out of the backfield as a pass catcher. I think this is going to be a very tight game. The spread says it's going to be a close game, 2.5 in favor of the Rams, but I am calling the upset. I'm picking the Redskins to win this game, 25-21, and yes, I know that's a weird score, but I think it'll be a weird game. Moving forward with the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers, trap game, folks. The spread is 14 in favor of the Seahawks. I am taking the 49ers, folks. Trust me on this. Take the 49ers and run, because this is a trap game. Until the Seahawks fix that damn O-line, they're going to struggle in games. I'm picking the Seahawks to win this game, but I'm taking the 49ers and the cover, okay? Then the points. 14 is entirely too much. I think they're able to make some sort of a game out of this. I'm taking the Seahawks 27-17 over the 49ers. Atlanta Falcons and the Green Bay Packers. The Falcons' first game in that new stadium at home against the Packers. This is a rematch of last year's NFC Championship game. This one will be a shootout. I have no doubts about that. Aaron Rodgers on one side, Matt Ryan on the other, Julio Jones, Jordy Nelson, a lot of star power here. Who do I like? I like the Packers in this one, okay? The spread is -3, Atlanta. So you already know I'm picking the Packers to win this game, so the spread won't matter because I'm picking the Packers straight up, even though Atlanta is favored in this game. Why, might you ask? Well, the reason is because I feel like this year their defense is slightly improved from last season. They won't be a revolving door like they were last year in terms of their secondary and in terms of their pass rush. I think their defense is improved, and offensively, Aaron Rodgers has probably, outside of Matt Ryan, probably one of the best receiving corps in the NFL. I think he's got a better receiving corps than Matt Ryan, because if you look at it, you got Jordy Nelson, Devontae Adams, Randall Cobb, Martellus Bennett, Ty Montgomery can catch out of the backfield. Even Jeff Janis is nice. He's on their bench as well. So that's better to me than Julio Jones, Mohamed Sanu, Taylor Gabriel, and Austin Hooper, okay? So better offensively, improved defense. Give me the Packers in this one. I think they win 42-33 in an absolute shootout. And finally, we'll end it with the Monday Nighter, the New York Giants and the Detroit Lions. Everybody's down on the Giants in this one. And it made sense. Their offense looked atrocious. But if OBJ plays in this one, I like them to bounce back at home here. The Detroit Lions always do this. They play well one game, and then they absolutely suck the next game. Matt Stafford is known for this. That's why they are mediocre, and that's why Matt Stafford, I believe, is mediocre. I'm taking the Giants in this game. Their defense is ferocious. They're going to get after Matt Stafford. I love Kenny Golladay, though. You guys know I love Kenny Golladay. That's Babytron right there. I think he should have another good game for the Detroit Lions, but I'm taking the Giants in this one. The spread is -3 in favor of the Giants, and I think they cover. I think they win this game 20-17. Hopefully, Eli doesn't look that bad. But again, I just want to point out this is contingent on OBJ playing. If OBJ doesn't play, Detroit will win this game. But if OBJ does play, I think I'm taking the Giants in this one. So there you have it, folks. Those are my picks for week 2 of the NFL season with the spread. So there you have it with that information. So please, guys, let me know if you guys want me to keep doing picks for the rest of the NFL season. I also do the Pigskin Pick'em Challenge that MJ, my boy over at Sports Fan Entertainment, has done. So you guys can go check out my picks there as well. But again, make sure to guys let me know if you guys want me to keep doing these picks. Leave a comment down below. And as always, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.